Stellantis confirmed Wednesday evening a deal was reached to restart construction at its EV battery plant in Windsor, Ontario. The agreement comes after some back and forth with the company. In May, Stellantis announced it was stopping construction amid a dispute with Ottawa over federal subsidies. This shortly after the federal government announced a separate $13 billion deal with Volkswagen for an EV plant in St. Thomas. Then, last month, Ontario Premier Doug Ford said the province would pay a third of the cost to save the $5 billion facility and that both governments were inches away from a deal. Ontario's Economic Development Minister Vic Fedeli told Global News the deal amounts to $15 billion in tax incentives for battery production, with Ontario taking on $5 billion. That money, however, comes in the form of tax breaks, not support payments. He also says the Stellantis deal has resulted in a new Canada-Ontario pact that will result in identical incentives for other battery manufacturers that set up shop in Ontario.
I think this is an historic deal. It's a great agreement, and it protects the thousands of jobs that quite frankly, were at stake.
A key issue here, something Stellantis brought up with the feds, the Inflation Reduction Act, which in the U.S. became law, with Industry Minister François-Philippe Champagne saying talks took place to remain competitive with the United States. Now, this plant is expected to have a big impact in the Windsor, Ontario area. In 2022, plans for the facility were announced with the potential of 2,500 jobs. But the pause created worry for potential workers. Unifor praised the reaching of an agreement, saying it was an important conclusion and the alternative of no plant would have been unthinkable. The president of LG Energy Solution, which is working with Stellantis on the plant, called the deal a good day for Canada. Details of the agreement are still not known, but Champagne said last month Canada aimed to level the playing field with the U.S. Sean Preble, Global News.